Hi, I'm Rob, and in this video I'm going to show you my first Onyx Giant team. I saw the potential in this troop even before it was released. It was just such a good spell. Deal scatter damage, then convert 8 gems of a chosen colour to Uber Doomskulls. Uber Doomskulls have a bigger explosion area than normal skulls, and Doomskulls and basically can generate a lot of mana at the same time, and they cause a chain reaction with each other, which means you don't have to wait for a 4-match like you do with normal skulls to benefit from these. So we're going to get a lot of damage out of this. The traits are okay. A giant bond, allied giants gain 2 life. Stone skin, reduce damage from skulls by 50% is really useful. This makes this viable in first place. And Onyx shard, create 2 Uber Doomskulls when I take skull damage. And again, you can work that in your favour at the same time. So in this team, I have Essence of Evil, the Onyx Giant, Infernus, and the Mirage Queen. There's a lot of damage and a lot of potential in this team, and you can control it really, really well at the same time. We're in a Slayer class. Now, the cool thing about this team is we have multiple options across different things, and a fairly fast start as well. The Mirage Queen gives all elemental allies a 50% start with mana. She is elemental and also converts all green gems to Doomskulls. Infernus is elemental and burns all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches, which is really relevant because we're going to be in Slayer class for this and want to get triple skull damage to burning enemies. So we get a 4-match and we are absolutely good to go with that as well. And also Infernus deals a good amount of splash damage to 2 random enemies and explodes gems, which helps mana. Onyx Giant is elemental, so he gets a half start as well, but it gets rounded down, so we're only going to start with 10 out of our required 21, but that's not too bad. And then deals a good amount of scatter damage, then converts 8 gems of a chosen colour to Uber Doomskulls, as we know. Now, Essence of Evil, we're not actually going to need it that much. It's there as a backup, really. It inflicts all negative status effects on an enemy and explodes a load of gems of their mana colour based on your magic level. So they're going to be entangled, frozen, burn, death marked, everything if we need to cast that, but most of the time we won't need to. It's just literally as a backup, because most of the time we're just looking to get the Onyx Giant charged up and we can literally just take it from there. It's going to be a really good team. When casting the Onyx Giant, you do have to be a bit careful though, because the spell kind of goes against what you're used to in Gems of War. When we are looking to convert those 8 gems of a colour to the Uber Doomskulls, less is actually more. If there's, for example, 16 red there, and even though you may have a fantastic lineup of red with skulls in the middle, which looks amazing, you can't cast it. It's too risky, because if there was, like I say, 16 red there altogether, then there's 8 red which aren't going to be converted. You may cast this and get absolutely nothing from it and then set up the opposition in a massive way. Generally, I only like to cast this if there's 9 of the colour or less. Obviously 8 is perfect and you get some sort of skull alignment there, because then you literally cannot miss. And the way these Uber Doomskulls explode, they cause a much bigger explosion area. It's like a 5x5 block. So that causes a chain reaction between other Doomskulls and other skulls, and basically you get a lot more mana gen and a lot more incidental damage after the initial explosion. Really, really good. So safe to cast this when there's only a 3-match at the same time. But it's preferred if that match is near the middle of the board. If it's towards the edge or right on the edge, then the explosion area is going to be lessened and you're not going to get the same kind of chain reaction. The banner for this, I'm going for a plain old +2 a purple, because in the first 3 troops we use literally all the colours. No mana blocking going on there. Really, really good. So we're going to just have a good old +2 purple from Karakoth. And as I said, we're in Slayer class because we want to take advantage of this awesome triple skull damage. Inflict bleed on all enemies when an enemy dies is good as well. And the talent trees, I'm going for Ferocity, Counter Attack, Up in Flames, Firestarter, Vengeance, Swift Curse, and Fireblade. You obviously need that to get that super duper mega damage. Right, so let's dive into a few Explore 12s then and see what happens with this team. I think it's got decent potential. We've got a lot of control over our skulls, you see. It's not like some of the skull teams where you're relying on a bit of luck. This is a controlled skull team, if you know what I mean. Right, let's, it's not a 4-match, but we'll do that anyway. Right, we've got a lucky 4-match afterwards, so that is useful. Now, let's take that instead. That's going to get our Onyx Giant up. Now, when casting this, you've got to be careful. It may look like red is a good option, but it's not. There's 14 red there, and we only convert 8 gems of the colour we choose to Uber Doomskulls. So nearly half of the board, or 6 that is left, are not going to get converted. This could actually miss if you choose to cast this on red. Therefore, I absolutely would not do that. It's too risky. Yellow, where there's not... Well, there's 8 there, so yeah, we're going to convert all of them. This is a guaranteed hit. I would much prefer to do this. Guaranteed hit, guaranteed death. Going to get mana for the team, and we've recharged the Onyx Giant again because of all the mana that these Uber Doomskulls create. Again, red, way too many. 16, that's like literally half the board is not going to get converted. That is too much of a risk. We'll look for another option. What colour is there which can hit the team? Blue? 12? Still 4 that are going to miss. The cool thing is you don't have to do it. You can just cast Infernus again and just do some more damage. Any incidental skull hits we get afterwards are going to just wreck the team. And we change the board around and hopefully it goes in our favour. Too much red there again. Blue is not too bad. Only 10. It's got to choose 2 of these not to change to spoil our plans. Brown is actually not too bad. 9. So yeah, brown is actually okay because it can only not convert 1. Because we're going to convert 8 to Uber Doomskulls, but it's going to... There's only 9 there. It can't rob us. It can either... It has to do one or the other. We're going to get this match here or this match here no matter what. So we'll absolutely do that on brown. And any any instant the skull hits afterwards are going to be lethal. So it's not going. It's a fast team in turns because it just is the way it works. That triple damage and stuff. But it's not going to be super fast because you do have to analyse the board and have a proper look at it before you cast the Onyx Giant. Make sure things are going to happen the way as intended. You don't want to set up the opposition with a absolute ton of skull hits afterwards. So now what we've got, purple would be a nice alignment there ordinarily, but there's 13 there. That is too risky, not doing that. How about blue? 8. Now we're talking. Guaranteed hit here because we can convert all of those to Uber Doomskulls, and we literally exploded half the board then in an almost diagonal shape. That was quite cool. Now let's use Infernus to charge the team up and cause some damage, and incidental skull hits are going to spell the doom and gloom to the opposition team. Blue is not bad. There's 10 there. We can convert 8. There's a couple of places where they're going to convert, and we win really easily. We haven't even had to bother casting Essence of Evil yet. This is our backup plan, our bit of protection if we need to cast it so we can't get hit by our own skulls, but it's not even needed. Just wrecking through the opposition. Got the burn going already. Let's take a look at these skulls. Yellow, too many. 13. Nope. Blue. Very good. Can't miss. Let's look at other options. Brown. 13. Nope. Too many. Blue it is. Can use Essence of Evil now if we want to make use of that. Charge up the team. Entangle that first troop. Cause damage. Generate mana. Can now look out for Mirage Queen because if we get a 4 match with her, that is a guaranteed alignment. Purple is good for our Onyx Giant at the same time. Yellow is too many. So let's do this on green. Causes a nice chain reaction. We got some mana back from that. Charge team up again. Mirage Queen's ready. Don't need to do it, but we're just doing it just to show off basically. It's like the Onyx Giant and Mirage Queen are basically showing off a bit, and that's up to them. Sithrix. First time you saw that, you think, how the hell do I say that? Probably still saying it wrong now. Probably didn't need to do all those gem matches. Should have looked around first, see what conversions we can get. But we can have a look around now. We've got blue. 11 there, so slim chance this could miss. Yellow is a guaranteed hit because there's only 7 yellow there. Therefore, we're converting all the yellow. So I'm going to do that. What we got now? Mirage Queen is perfect. Lovely alignment there. Now, if we can convert a blue, this would be excellent. There's 11 there. Slim chance that could miss. Mirage Queen. Not ideal. Oh, it is. Mirage Queen spot on. And yeah, another slightly ridiculously easy win. Mini boss battle. Media. Let's just get that to start with because I don't want to be bashed back myself. We've got a 4 match. That's got the burn going. So let's get the Onyx Giant charged up again. So now what we got? We have brown. 9 brown there, so good chance this is gonna work, but let's collect this first. 10 brown there now, so we've actually slightly reduced the chances of this being successful should we cast it. But there's 9 purple there, and I prefer this. Let's go for that. Oh, it decided that the 1 purple which we wanted, it didn't convert. That's what can happen sometimes. That's why it is good to play it safe. Do we have the Mirage Queen? Not quite. Let's just cast Essence of Evil. Now we got Mirage Queen, Death, Death. Now, what we got? Blue? 10. Not too bad. Very high chances it's going to work. And it did. Let's do the Mythic boss battle. So yeah, brilliant troop. Really damaging in this team. All you'll be pay attention to is basically which gems you convert. Like it's kind of the opposite of what our brains have been taught in this game. Like less is actually more in this team. The less gems there are, like or not high above 8 anyway. If you've got like 15 of a colour there, then you're kind of asking for trouble. Like red here would be too risky, or even though it's only 3 more, you'd be surprised the amount of times the game actually decides that it wasn't converting the ones you wanted to convert. Same as blue, 12, a bit chancy. These yellow one, much better. 8, we're guaranteed we're going to get this conversion. Guaranteed to get that skull match, which with this team pretty much guarantees a death. We can cast Essence of Evil to tangle up that first troop, get mana for the team. Can do Mirage Queen if we like, but that's not ideal because she's preferred on a 4 match. Red is... oh no, 12 this. Looked like there was less than that at first, but there's quite a few. Ah, blue looks good. 6. See, only 6 blue. Guaranteed this is going to work. Going to get this skull hit. Kaboosh. Mirage Queen. Doing anything? No, then cast Essence of Evil. And just, yeah, that pretty much wins the game because we cannot miss. Go on, Infernus. Finish off. All that and Infernus gets the glory. Can you believe it? Oh well. That's the way it goes. But as a team, I really like the Onyx Giant. Really good in a heavy damage skull team. Just got to be super careful of what you convert into skulls. Don't go converting the colour that's got the most there. That's going to get you into a lot of bother. Well, there's the video. There's the team. If you enjoyed it or found it useful in any way, it'd be really cool if you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done it already. But thanks for watching, and I've got more Onyx Giant teams to come in the future. Bye for now.